Hello, YouTube.
What's up, y'all?
Crazy Joe.
Spooky dudes.
We are ready to it's our Halloween hour, or hour and a half, or two. I don't know. I don't know if we'll have time.
No, you never have to. We never have enough time.
You don't. There's not enough time. There's not enough. There's never enough time. So, what are you doing? How you been doing?
Doing good. Just kind of chilling. Enjoying the Halloween spirit, Halloween season. Watching some spooky flicks.
Watched. You said you went to a movie? Okay, explain how you know this guy and this movie you went to today.
Yeah. I see here. So I've been a pretty big fan of Chris Stuckman's YouTube stuff for a long time. He does like movie reviews.
Quentin.
So Quentin, how you doing? And yeah, just kind of he's done a couple shorts I haven't seen. He did a couple premieres of them, and I haven't really seen them, any of them, because they haven't been posted online anywhere.
Hey, Jackson.
And so he finally he did a crowdfunding on Kickstarter, and he was able to crowdfund his first horror movie. It's called Shelby Oaks, and it's based off of these YouTube videos that were made 4 years ago that kind of take place back in the day of old YouTube, with these, I think they're called the paranormal paranoids, and there's these people that like kind of go to haunted locations and look at stuff, and became pretty much an internet ARG or ARG, which is like a interactive horror thing that feels like real. But yeah, he crowdfunded this. It broke records. They raised over $1 million for it. Sabazi, See No Evil. And they made a movie, and they got picked up by Mike Flanagan, who did like the Hill House shows, Doctor Sleep, Hush, Midnight Hour, and he's doing the new Carrie and like Dark Tower, and Neon production company, and it's in theaters now. And I checked it out. I'm mutuals with the guy. I know a couple buddies that are friends with him, so it's pretty cool. It's like nice seeing that. I know, just weird. It's like cool. I don't know, but we were watching it, and it's an entertaining movie. It's pretty nice for like a first feature. It's actually pretty clean, honestly. It starts off as like this mockumentary or documentary about this girl that's in the YouTube videos that goes missing, and then it's about her sister trying to find her. And that's all I'm going to say, because I think there's a nice amount of twists and turns to kind of drive the plot forward and makes it a bit interesting. And I think people should check it out. Give that movie some money, so we can see another project from him. So,
you think that's going to happen to us? Do you think since we do YouTube, we're going to disappear?
Honestly, like you don't know. You don't know. We never know.
We don't know. We don't know.
Aussie guy in the chat probably could take us under the cowl. Everyone, fancy ears tucked. Thank you. They got bells on them.
Yeah, nice.
Need a bloody rat on your shoulder. Yeah, I don't. I ran out of bloody rats. Got too hungry, so.
Okay, just wait. We can go into this. Speaking of bloody rats, I was listening to a podcast today on superstitions of Halloween and the black cat. Cats. Cats, since the Greek times, were hailed as gods. Beasta, the Greek goddess, she's the one where you see the statues, and she's got a nice rack, and she's got a head of a cat, and they worshiped cats, they loved cats, They put cats in their granaries to keep the mice and rats away from their grain, their food supply. So for the longest, the Romans loved the cats. Well, then those damn Catholics came along. Hey, Steve. Hey, Steve.
What's up, Steve?
They are the devil. I can't remember which pope it was. Pope Josh Lucas, Michael Imperioli. I can't remember. The pope at the time, like whenever 1300s or whatever, he demolished all the cats. You shouldn't be. That's a false idol. Kill all the cats. They're evil. They're the devil. Well, it's really weird that, what caused the Black Plague? The killing of all these cats, which they would have been eating rats and the mice, even before the plague started. So it's not bad luck if a cat comes across your path. It's actually good luck because they're a positive thing.
Also, wouldn't you want the black cat on your side?
Well, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, come on now. What are we doing?
Personally, I think cats are assholes. I've never liked cats. I don't.
Pink plague.
Quentin.
Couldn't you bad boy. You bad dog.
That is good, though.
That is pretty good, yeah.
The pink plague.
The pink plague. That's crazy. My cats are awesome, man. They're like,
I know you got kick-ass cats.
Yeah, my cats are actually goated. So, oh my god. So okay. Side note, I'm fidgeting with this, but got this little like booklet, for like when I'm reading, and it's like crazy. It was only like a couple bucks, but you clip it on, you fold it down, or you can like move it sideways. I don't know. I'm amazed by this right now. Anyways, but this is like scary, terrifying, technology and all that shit.
I don't know. It is scary.
Yeah, my cats, I've never been scared by my cats except for there's one time I was laying on my stomach on the bed, my head kind of hanging off the edge, and it was completely dark in my room, and I look and Lana just like jumps up on the bed, and she like jumped over my head, and it was fucking terrifying. I thought I was gonna die. So, but that's it. That's it. Or like when you're driving or we're walking around and you see like a glowing pair of eyes.
Yeah. I'm just not a cat dude. I'm not a cat person. I'm not a cat person.
I'm not a cat head. I'm not. I love cats.
So, okay. So anyways. What? I watched The Exorcist 3 last night. I haven't seen that movie in years. I love that movie. If you guys haven't seen Exorcist 3, you need to watch it. George C. Scott. Yeah. That's all I need. It's a really good movie. He's got an amazing speech about a carp that only George C. Scott can tell us in his way. I love that movie. I really do. I remember going to it. There's some really good jump scares in it.
There's the jump scare.
The greatest. It still got me last night when I was watching it because you just can't remember when it comes up. Hey, Mac, what's up, dude?
So McAllister.
This guy has got some great stuff if you haven't been to his website or not yet. He has got a Ghost Rider. Oh, my God. That was amazing. That is amazing.
Everyone's got to check out McAllister.
He's got a man thing out. It's just the man thing tree.
It makes you want to pull out the man thing.
It really does.
Yeah.
Go look for some kitty cats and then try to conquer the pink plague. Hey, Matt, what's up, dude?
Ghouls and ghosts. I love that emoji. I love that emoji so much of the ghost. It's like one of my favorite things ever. I use that emoji. I actually sent that emoji to my fucking boss one time.
Nice.
But anyways,
I'm one of us. What's up, dude?
What's up? But
check out Mac's website. Check out what he's got. He has some amazing stuff. Very just cool shit, yo.
Yeah.
And a lot of that. Can I do it?
Yeah.
It's not even. It's above the 6-7.
Yeah.
I'd say
That's
it's 9 or 10 or 11.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
These damn kids and their
These damn
stupid
kids and their
dumb
6-7,
shit.
bro.
Okay,
Yeah.
so then, do you know why, Ozzy? Do you know why? Because I grew up with cool words like rad and groovy and bodacious, as in the Tatas.
The bodacious 6-7.
The bodacious 6-7.
Hell yeah,
Dude, that was rad. How rad was it? About 6-7.
no,
Okay, no more. We're nobody's
no more 6-7.
No.
I saw the viewers drop by like 3.
We've already lost viewers because of it. It's probably Jackson was probably like, oh my god. Okay, so
I watched Black Phone 2.
Oh, that's right.
People got to go see Black Phone 2. That movie actually fucking rocks. There's some really nice scenes in that movie. If you've seen the first one, or if you haven't, watch it. It's on Peacock, I think, or Paramount or some Prime. One of those. It's on streaming, or piracy. Who cares? But go watch it. And then watch the second one. Either go to theaters so it makes more money and people know that so studios make more cool horror shit. But awesome. Ethan Hawke's awesome in it. Soundtrack rips. And it's a good time. It's a good hour and 40 minutes spent of epic sauce.
Just creepy. Of just creepiness.
So piracy. Who would do that? Exactly. Quentin.
No. We know Quentin wouldn't.
Yeah, Quentin would never pirate things.
We got
Quentin
Mr.
obeys
Ryu.
the law.
Ryu is in the house.
What's up, Ryu?
What's up, dude?
But
Ryu,
yeah,
have you done any haunted houses this year yet?
Any
I don't know.
spooks?
They got quite a few haunted houses and fun stuff down in that neck of the woods.
Do you remember Fanny and Earl?
Fanny and Earl, yes.
Fanny,
what are you doing?
What are you doing there, Fanny? Yeah, I'm just trying to fucking summon a spirit or something.
Why are you gonna do that, Fanny?
I don't know, just fucking wanna. I love that shit so much. That's one of my favorite
so
things
ridiculous.
ever. But yeah, no, I watched Black Phone 2. We went to go see Halloween 2.
I know. I'm so bummed about that.
That was awesome.
I mean, it was awesome you guys went, but I'm bummed because I couldn't go to it because
it was
freaking working.
Awesome. That movie is like a lot of fun. There's some scenes. There's a scene where Donald Pleasant is straight thugging with his walks, and he's just he's swagged out, and he has a gun, and he's just walking, and he's literally like, as he's walking, you're like, the fuck? It's awesome.
Peter Cushing was supposed to play Loomis.
Really?
But he ended up getting signed on to some other movie. I can't remember what it was called.
Probably Satanic
Star Wars.
Oh, that too, yeah. No, I wanted to, but yeah. What else? Oh, I watched Child's Play, the original Child's Play last night. I haven't watched that movie forever. That's a really good movie. I know that's as fun as the sequels get. That original movie, how honest it portrays everyone, how serious it takes everything, but it's still fun.
Mm-hmm.
I love that movie, man. Tom Holland's awesome, and then Chris Sarandon. Brad Dourif, come on. Speaking of Exorcist 3, Brad Dourif.
Yeah, exactly. How does he not get an Academy Award nomination for that movie?
He's great in everything he's in.
They keep giving this Timothy Chalamet freaking Oscar nominations. I played Bob Dylan. Hey, watch this. I can play Bob Dylan too. Check this out. You ready? And then I went down the road and I found a joint. And then Come on. There we go. An Oscar.
You know, let's go.
Stupid Timothy Chalamet and his perfect hair and
This beautiful smile and his fucking
those eyes.
those
Those
fucking
big,
beautiful. Oh,
beautiful eyes. Oh, God.
I need to stop thinking about him.
What's going on?
Oh my god. Okay,
God,
real shit though,
what's
Timothy Chalamet is pretty awesome. Actually, like him in all the stuff he's in.
Oh, I would love to see that in a freaking movie theater, man.
Mm-hmm.
I know. Ozzy. I know. How would you rate it? Do it, man. They got some
6,
awesome.
7?
I remember all the awesome haunted houses that you guys all got down there. I loved whatever. It was just good stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, so I am going to since I have Friday off, I'm going to dress up as I don't know yet. I'm going to decorate for the live show. I'm going to decorate some stuff.
Yeah. Honestly thought Bob Dylan popped into the stream. It's true.
Yeah, I know. Jackson, I know.
You get possessed, you're like,
I know. I was possessed by Bob, who's not even dead. He just sends me his energy.
yeah, he's just like dead, you know. He's dead, but he's not. You know?
I actually had a chance to go to it was out in North Carolina when Paul Simon and Bob Dylan were touring together. My sister went to it. Why? Because she's a dick. And she didn't invite me.
She's a Bob Dylan head.
Yep, she's a Dylan head.
She a dilly.
She's a dilly.
But Rio, hey, what's everyone dressing up as?
I don't know.
Ozzy in the chat has a gig where he's gonna be playing a little guitar, a little banjo, electric banjo.
By the way, I drove by the bar that they're gonna play it, and the band that they're playing with is I'm impressed, Ozzy. You got some sweetness going on there on Friday night, man.
So pretty awesome. Good shit. Ozzy's the man. But I don't want to. But he's pretty cool. But
Ozzy had a full blown concert in our backyard.
That's true.
At like 2 a.m. with the speakers and everything. That was rad.
Yeah, that was
That's
awesome.
all these 50-year-old women hitting on him. Telling you, rock and roll, Ozzy. Stick with it.
Rocket roll.
Yep.
But I'm thinking of dressing up. I might honestly just cover my skin in white paint and shave my head and walk around with like this, like scared. I think that might be a little too crazy. So
not really. It's Halloween. You can do whatever you want.
That's true. Yeah. But yeah, no. What was it? You said you're gonna dress up like a slutty nurse.
Who, me?
Yeah, for Halloween.
Well, kind of. I'm dressing up as a priest. Isn't that the same thing?
Pretty same thing, pretty much. Yeah.
I like dressing up as a priest. One of my funnest moments during we went to a small town here. We were close by where we live, and there's a bar. It's called the Idle Hour Bar, and they had a Halloween thing, and they had karaoke. And I was dressed as a priest, and I went up there to sing some songs, and I sang, excuse me for the language, I sang my all-time favorite love song, Fuck Her Gently by Tenacious D. And a lot of the people in the bar were kind of offended because I was dressed up as a priest, but I'm like, you guys don't get it. It's a love song. You know, you don't always have to do it hard. You know, sometimes you got to give her some love and some smoochies, you know, and that's what the song's about, is love and smoochies.
Yeah.
Okay, so then the next few days are very important. See, you have to love and smoochies. So I'm gonna watch the Night Stalker, the Kolchak, the whole series. This is starting tonight when we're done here. I got to start playing some Ghostbusters, the video game. because that's just an awesome Halloween game.
That game is so awesome. That game's just fucking.
It is.
It's a lot of fun. That's a good game.
It is. I love that game.
Also, the last time Harold Ramis did the voice in that, right?
Yep, they all did. With Alyssa Milano as the Bill Murray's love interest. Because we can totally see that, right? We can totally see Alyssa Milano falling in love with Bill Murray. Hollywood.
Evil.
What are you gonna watch? So then I gotta watch my movies before the live show. I gotta get it done. I gotta watch Evil Dead, the original Evil Dead. I gotta watch the original The Thing from Another World. It's just a fun movie to watch. And I have to watch The Mummy, the Hammer movie, Mummy, the Hammer Mummy, with Mr. Peter Cushing and Christopher Lee. Zach, what are you going to be watching? You got anything in lineup you're going to be watching?
Man, I don't even know. I already watched Halloween 1 and 2, and I've watched the new trilogy, so I don't want to watch those again. Well, not that I don't want to, but I've already seen them. Trying to think. Great Pumpkin Patch, Charlie Brown.
Yeah, that's the classic. You got to watch that.
Great Over the Garden Wall.
What?
It's a really fun Cartoon Network show that only had like 6 episodes.
Oh,
really fun. I might put on some Freaky Fred. Freaky Fred episode of Courage the Cowardly Dog.
Yeah.
What else? I don't know. Maybe some Ichabod Crane.
Yeah.
Where 6 months of my life was dating. So I was so confused.
It's all right. Halloween Town. That's a good one. Wait, what are we doing here? Halloween Town. That's a good one.
It's a lot of fun.
Nice.
Trick or Treat. The Crow. Interview with Vampire.
Trick or Treat? Are you talking the 80s Trick or Treat? Or are you talking the new Trick or Treat? What's the name of the little kid in the new Trick or Treat?
Is it just Sam?
Yeah, Sam. I think Interview with the Vampire is kind of underrated. I think it is. I think that's a really good movie. Regardless, she did write Lestat back in the 70s with Rutger Hauer in mind. But why have an actual actor? Let's just throw Tom Cruise in.
Yeah. See, the new Trick or Treat, I don't think she's ready for that. True.
I love that movie. So good.
Return of Jacob Cobb.
Return of Jacob Cobb. What the hell is that? Why does it sound familiar? But Dark Knight of the Scarecrow. You guys remember that one? Bubba didn't do it. Jacob Cobb.
Jacob Cobb. I think is it a throwback slasher?
I don't know.
I've never heard that before. But yeah, I don't really know. It's kind of boring, I know, but I might just read a couple things. It was a lot easier to do this stuff during school time when you didn't have a job or anything. You know how it'd be though. You guys have been adults for 40 years, so for 1,000, maybe 6, 7 years. What
do you mean?
Super indie horror flick. There's a indie horror flick. It's on Tubi. Really grimy. One of the first shot on video horror movies. It's called Sledgehammer.
Sledgehammer.
Check it out. It's really bad, but there's some scenes in that are actually freaky. So, again, long day today, so I'm heading out. Have a great night, everyone. Good night, Jackson.
Hey, thanks for showing up, Jackson. Have a good one, man.
Yeah, I don't know. It's pretty crazy. I watched Bloodfest on Amazon. Wasn't bad. I've heard about that. I've heard it's decent.
Bloodfest, yeah. I've heard of that. On Amazon.
But yeah, I don't know. Can
There's just
I don't know. It's
what?
just I've been reading Swamp Thing. That's kind of my
Yeah.
horror stuff. Right now, I'm on the Bronze Age stuff pre Alan Moore run. I'm still finishing up that first like 19, 20 issue run before Alan Moore picked it up. Excuse me. So kind of doing that.
But I'm going to be decorating the nerd lair for the show on Friday. I'm going to get some lights. Got some stuff going on in my brain.
Some blood.
Some bloody rat on my shoulder. That's beautiful.
Rat. That's actually beautiful.
You know, my priest outfit. Whenever I'd go to the bar on Halloween dressed up as a priest, I'd always like carry some like children's underwear in my pocket. And then I'd be like, oh no, I'll get that. And I'd pull it out and the underwear would be in my pocket. And probably wasn't a really smart thing to say out loud.
Yeah, that's fucking crazy.
But the reason why is because at the time it was funny. Because priests are perverts. Sorry, you know me, my filter's gone, dude.
That's actually crazy. That's crazy.
I don't know, Ozzy. You're not here to help.
Bro, what the fuck? That's crazy.
It was funny. See? Reuse it's funny.
It's crazy. Oh shit. There we go. What's up, Tasia?
Tasia Blue in here? Hi, Tasia. Tapehead.
Yeah, I haven't really. I don't know what to say about horror stuff. I just kind of like. I don't know. It's been weird because the last couple years I rewatched like an entire franchise. Like last year I watched Saw and like Pet Sematary, and then the year before I watched every Halloween movie and every Friday the 13th movie. So, but yeah. If anybody, what's everyone's plans for Halloween this year? In the chat, you guys doing anything fun partying?
Pearls firmly clutched. Yeah.
Chuck, those are the moments when you have to interrupt with a strange story to make him forget his thought. That's true.
Yeah, I agree. I think
I have a fucking shock collar.
Cooking. That's what everybody should be doing on Halloween. Pizza
and eating pizza. But yeah, I think I might dress up for work. I might just do some like Joker makeup or something. And then probably come home and
fall asleep.
Yeah, chill for a bit. Then Ozzy got his guitaring thing, and then afterwards I think I might. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I might get up to no good.
Uh-oh.
You know.
Don't call me for bill money because I don't have
it.
Okay, let's.
But yeah, I got a couple stories here.
You want to tell some stories? Because I gotta get the timer out, boys.
So, I found a spooky story on Reddit r// paranormal encounters. It's a 2-for-1, as the zealous ideal eye 836 says. I'm just gonna read them real quick. Haven't read through them, so I don't even know if this is gonna be good or not. It's gonna be a little surprise, little fun. But here we go. So this is the first story. And if it gets too scary, guys, I'm sorry. Okay. But I moved around a lot as a kid. We were kind of family. We're the kind of family that would have boxes that would always go unopened. and undisturbed between moves. My dad was a good guy, but had an issue with authority, so he usually had issues keeping a stable job for more than a year or so. When the lease was up, we'd move closer to his new job. Anyways, during one of our moves, my dad found a steal next to his job. It was an old 2-bed, 1-bath house with a detached garage. I want to say it was around $300 a month for rent. And this is the year 2003. So, also library. What's up, library? Anyways, let's see here. Landlord told us, I won't go into the specifics, but I'm required to tell us that someone had passed away in the house within the last 5 years. My dad saw a great deal and shrugged it off. We moved in soon after, and things started very quickly. There were noises in the house all the time. It was like we had other people living there. It would generally be noises that you'd expect when other people were around. Things like drawers opening, closing, doors swinging around on their own, water turning on in the bathroom, and then back off. Nothing malicious was happening, so we just lived with it. Another weird quirk about the house was that the front door had a keyhole on both sides, so you cannot leave the locked house unless you had the keys. You can probably guess where this is going, but not a week or so after we moved in, we lost the keys. Boxes still littered the house, and we were still unpacking hell. So my dad, obviously, this also is written kind of broken up and a little weird, so pardon me for messing up. But so my dad, obviously stressed from the whole situation, started getting loud about the keys. He accused me of stealing them. He was cursing and being in a general pain. Then out of nowhere, we hear the keys hit the floor in the living room, right in front of the couch, right onto the floor. He picks them up, tries to rationalize what had just happened, says fuck it, and leaves the house for work. Over the next few months, the stupid keys are the center of the activity. But I would put them in a glass bowl on top of the tube TV every day after work, and somehow they would be moved by the morning. My favorite spot by far was when he found them in a sealed box of pots and pans that we needed to unpack. They had those little handle holes on the side of the box, and it's like someone just shoved them in the hole out of spite. We all got a good laugh out of that one. Right now, you're probably thinking, okay, what's so spine-chilling about some noises and some keys moving around? Well, here you go. The worst thing that happened fairly frequently was the stomping. Most nights around 2 to 3 a.m., there would be very heavy footsteps pacing in the hallway outside our bedrooms. I confirmed it with my dad when I was older that yes, it kind of freaked him out too. And we had been living in this place for about 8 months at this point, and I was probably around 8 years old. And I heard the stomping one night, and I just couldn't take it. I screamed out of the hallway, "Stop stomping around! I need sleep! I need to sleep, goddammit!" 15 seconds of silence was abruptly interrupted by what sounded like a bull running full speed to my room. Then my door had 3 aggressive slamming knocks on it after. It was so loud that my dad woke up and came to check on me, and my stomach started to turn, and I suddenly felt like I had to use the toilet. I was frozen in bed when I heard my dad call out to me, "You okay, buddy?" from his bedroom. I mustered up the courage to head out to the hallway. As I got up, I could tell something wasn't right. I was shaking like a leaf, and my bowels were trying to evaluate while I was walking. And I ran as fast as I could to the toilet, but it did not help. There was a trail from about halfway between my bedroom and the toilet, and my poor dad, worried about my safety, followed me into the bathroom to figure out what the hell just happened. I explained everything, crying on the toilet, making a mess of myself and the house. I was embarrassed and terrified. After this, my dad told me, "If you ever feel uncomfortable, you can come sleep in my room. Nothing can bug you when I'm around." So, maybe... Wait, hold up. Actually, you know what? Let me try to... Not Candace Owens showing up on my shit.
Library. Oh, Mac, I've been listening to so much freaking Art Bell, dude.
All right, I got the little candle there.
Oh, nice.
But all right.
You got
yeah, there's a little bit more to it.
Okay.
Yeah. The final straw came a week later. My dad had been dating a girl for over a year, and she had been staying with us more and more. One of the nights she stayed over, they had a really minor fight right before bed. I think it was about cleaning slash chores or something. Anyways, They both went to bed grumpy about it, and right around that magic 2 to 3 a.m. mark, his girlfriend got yanked out of bed by one of her ankles and dragged out to the bedroom and down the hallway. By her account, she woke up after she was on the floor and felt like someone was pulling on her leg, and it took her a while to realize exactly what was happening. She screamed, and whatever it was let go. She ran back into the bedroom and turned the lights on and explained the whole thing to my dad. He sent me off to an aunt's house and stayed in the house alone for a few months while looking for another place to go. Figured it would be safer without me there. During the packing and moving out of the house, my dad had some friends swing by to keep him company while he packed. Almost everyone who came by to help mentioned that they saw a small white dog walking around when they entered the house. Yeah, that place is haunted as fuck. I still think about it from time to time. Wonder if people who live there now deal with the same stuff or if it's all calmed down. Bonus story. Let's see here. Library. Let's see. Library ignores me. I'm hurt. I'm sorry, Quentin. Library. Is this a true autobiography? Sorry, Tuck. Yeah, it is actually. It's a true terror. No, it's not. It's not. It's just something I found online. But here's a little end part here. My dad's girlfriend had bought a yoga ball to the house, and as a rambunctious 8-year-old, I wanted to play with it all the time. I used to do the same shit. Anyways, she tells me I can play with it, but I have to be careful. So we lightly toes it back and forth down this hallway. And after about a minute or two, I toss the ball, and it freezes midair before it makes it to her and comes right back to me. She was mortified. I was too young to realize what happened. She didn't want to freak out her boyfriend's 8-year-old son. So she quickly just said she didn't want to play with it anymore, and we did something else. It says, hope you enjoyed. That's a little spooky. It's so interesting how common this kind of stuff is. So, let's see. Oh man, I gotta scroll the chat. Hey Quentin, I think of you every time. Statue of Liberty, damn it. The ankle biter? It's true. East of the Rockies, you're on the air. That's true.
Turn off your radio.
Dude, it's actually the funniest shit ever. Dude, whenever somebody calls in, they're like, yes, I just got done killing someone or something. Or like, I just traveled in time and fought a dinosaur. And he's like, can you please shut off your fucking radio?
I know. He's like,
he's like, stop what you're saying. Please shut off that radio, please. You see, like, that shit's so funny. Dude, Art Bell was a menace.
He was a beautiful menace.
I
love listening. It's so calming listening because I used to listen to him when I was younger all the time. Tesla graveyard videos. No. What is that? Look them up, Tuck. Maybe they're on.
Yeah.
Okay, I got a story. So back in about 93, 94, back in about between, I don't know, 96 and 97, I had moved. I went through a really bad breakup, and it's kind of sad and depressed, as you know most dudes do. And I needed a change, so I decided to move to Missouri. And I had a half lab, half husky. His name was Jack Daniels, JD. Jack went with me. So I moved to Missouri. And I was down there for maybe 2 months. And I was at the Columbia, Missouri Mall in Columbia, Missouri at the Columbia Mall. And it was in October. And there was a woman there that was signing books, and she was a ghost hunter. And I thought, holy shit, that stuff's kind of fun. It'd be kind of interesting to go through that. And she said, well, on Halloween at Confederate Hill here in Columbia, we're going to be doing a walkthrough of. Now, Confederate Hill, it's in Columbia, Missouri. It's a real place. And back during the Civil War, it was used as a hospital. And there was unfortunately people who were slaves at the time You had Confederate soldiers and you had Union soldiers. So a lot of negative energy in this place. And there's just, look it up, Confederate Hill. There's been for years just a very haunted location. I had a really bad cold, fell asleep, so I woke up late and I got up there because they were going to like serve food and hot dogs and chili and all that stuff. I don't know, like ham sandwiches and shit like that. So I had this cold and I was just like, do I want to go? I'm like, screw it, I'll go. And no. So I go up there and it's basically everybody's gone. They hadn't cleaned anything up, so there was like a piece of ham on this picnic table. I guess they just, for the ham sandwiches, they just left it there for an animal to eat or whatever. So I decided I would just, I decided to walk around the building and I took Jack with me. So we're walking around the building and he's just like on edge the whole time. Like he's just like looking around, growling at shit. And there was a cemetery next to the place and everything. And I heard a door slam. So I'm like, whoa, maybe somebody's still here, but I didn't see any lights on in the place. So I go up to the front there, and now this house was amazing. It had one of those old like antique staircases, and I mean it was so awesome. But there was no furniture or anything in there. So I get in there, and Jack didn't want to go in. He's just out there barking, and I just figured, I'm like, Jack, stay next to the door. So I go up and I had the little disposable camera, so I'm like taking freaking, pictures in the dark and shit. And I had a flashlight, seeing if I could catch some orbs or whatever. So I start going up the stairs. Jack barks and the door shuts. The door shuts, the front fucking door shut. I'm like, maybe Jack hit the door or something like that. I didn't know what was going on. So I get to the top floor, and I swear to God, you guys, I was hearing noises on the main floor. And Jack's barking. Then all of a sudden, Jack stops barking. I'm like, what the hell is going on here? So I'm like, I'm in here. If anybody's still left from the ghost hunting thing, I'm sorry. I was late. I have a bad cold. So I head down there and go for the front door, and it was shut. And so I kind of was walking around a little bit. I went back into the kitchen, and it was so cool because it had an old coal shaft. I noticed when I was out there. And the door to the basement, or this door was open, the only door that was open. So I go down there. I started going down a little bit, but I was kind of freaked out of the stairs. Something on your left. And so.
Real shit. I heard a knocking. So,
shut up. So then I started going down into the basement, and it was just really eerie. There was all like stone, because it was an old building. And I'm like, F this. And I'm like, Jack, but I couldn't hear Jack. So I'm thinking maybe he just, ran toward the car. So I get down there and Jack just starts freaking growling. And I hear this almost like a thump, like toward the back where the cemetery was. And I'm like, all right. Is it real?
Yeah, it's rippling.
So I'm freaking myself. Dude, this was terrifying. This was really scary, man. So I get outside, and Jack is just he is just, his teeth are, he was pissed. And so I hurry up and I get over there, and there was something like made of wood that was coming. You guys, that was coming toward us. And Jack was barking and he's freaking out. And I'm just like, oh my, I'm like, what the fuck is that? It almost looked like somebody was like in a coffin, like crawling, like, you know what I mean? If someone, like, it was a costume or something like that, and someone was like dragging themselves, trying to scare me or freak me the shit out.
Tree thing.
And so I don't know what the hell to do. So we start heading for the car, and I look back, and this thing, it's like in the weeds. You can see it in the weeds. So I'm just like, if that's a fucking guy in a coffin, I'm like, dude, if you're trying to fuck with me, all you're doing is pissing me off, and my dog will fucking rip your nuts off, you know? And then I was like, kept coming. So then finally, I'm like, wait a second. So I run into the car. I go to the car, and in the passenger seat of my car, because I had a cold, I had some Vicks NyQuil. So I threw the Vicks NyQuil, and the coffin stopped.
That's a really good ad for NyQuil.
Thanks.
That's fucking freaky. You've never told me that before. That's freaky. Also, that's why dogs are awesome too. Like,
no, it did. So that did happen. I kind of threw in that stupid NyQuil thing because I thought it'd be funny because, you know, take NyQuil if the coffin stops.
No. Oh.
Yep. Thank you. Thank you. Did I have you? Did I get you there, Tuck?
What the fuck?
Acting. You see, Timothy Chalamet.
Dude, what the fuck? That was awesome though. That was
Remember
awesome.
that, kids. Ryu, sorry. No, but Ryu, ask your older brothers about that. We did go to the Confederate Hill, and there was a door slamming. And when I took a picture, one of my kids, one of the older boys, was in the picture, and there was, what do they call them?
Like an orb.
Orb was in the picture. It's kind of spooky. Kind of spooky, man. It wasn't
like
a spooky thing. It's my favorite scary joke.
I've never heard that before. God damn. That's awesome.
Oh man, I forgot about the piece of ham. Because there was supposed to be a knife in the piece of ham, and there wasn't a knife in it before, so then I got more scared. Why didn't I incorporate the ham? See, you guys, I shouldn't even have brought that up. Yeah, man, that place is so crazy. Weird. But yeah, it was like just Civil War hospital it was a house that they were using as a hospital during the Civil War.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Here, I got some stuff to show. Or you got something to say?
Tell them about the Oregon Lighthouse.
Oh, dude.
I'll tell them, you can show off your stuff first. I'll kind of.
Well, no, tell the story first.
So, this is like 2010. Is that when we were out there?
Yeah.
We were kind of just messing around. It was Tage, or no, yeah, right? Yeah, Tage. Brothers and sisters, mom, and then you, and we were all in Oregon, Newport, Oregon, and I remember we stopped at two lighthouses. One was like an actual like on the shore lighthouse. I remember there was like a bunch of military memorabilia in there, like suits from the time. And that was pretty cool. 2009. Okay. And I remember we went to, was it the La Quinta? Is that what it was called? Oh no, that's a fucking hotel chain.
It was the Yaquita Head.
You see the head?
No, the Yaquita Head Lighthouse.
Yaquita Head Lighthouse. And is that in Newport? Or is it in?
Yeah, it was right down the block from where I was living. So yeah.
But I don't remember the exact story that happened in the house. Wasn't there some girl that got murdered?
Yeah, the lighthouse keeper's daughter went missing.
Um,
Yakina
and
Bay.
and I remember was in the basement. They had all the memorabilia. You could buy a bunch of stuff, and they had like a documentary. It was one of those like Discovery Channel horror documentaries running. And then just kind of a couple other things, but all the rooms were kind of closed off. You couldn't go in them. I still have a book about it. I got to read that. I honestly want to read that. But I remember I was walking around, and then in this one room, there's a little like cot tucked into the corner of a wall, or in the bedroom, and right underneath the bed, I saw a face in the wall. And I remember I said that, and I got freaked out. And I think you guys were kind of like, like, oh shit,
Whatever.
okay, whatever. And then I remember when you guys took a picture of the room, and we kind of forgot about it the rest of the tour. And I remember we also went up to the top, and it was closed off, but it was still pretty cool looking. But it was just kind of freaky vibes. We went there in the middle of the day, so it wasn't like terrifying, But was it that night Mom was looking at the photos? Or was it like the next day?
No, it was
And that night? And I remember was the mom found in that picture, right beneath the bed, there's a fucking face in the wall. I think Mom still has to have that somewhere, right? That picture? We got to find it and show it. But yeah, there's just a face in the wall, and it's freaky as shit. Yeah,
almost like there was somebody underneath the bed.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it looked like.
It's just freaky. It gives me chills thinking about it. I remember seeing that, and I was just like, okay, I'm not crazy, But yeah, what else was there? And we went back. Was it the next day? And was it you guys took a picture of the bed and it wasn't there?
It wasn't there. I did send when we called. I called the lighthouse people, and I did show them the
freaky. Yeah, it was fucking weird, man.
But yeah, and I showed the picture that we took, and she said that was like it did kind of look like the Lightkeeper. Yeah, there was a lot more. There's like shoulder. Oh, that was weird, man. That was
I'm getting freaked out thinking about it.
Yeah, but they have what they out in Oregon too. They had they're called coast lights, and it was called coast lights, which like Willem Dafoe.
Like Willem Dafoe.
And what they were they were light keepers that would walk along the beaches there. And where we were living in Newport, I mean, we were right between the two lighthouses, the Yacita Head and the Yakina Bay. And it's like 10 miles between the lighthouses. You could go down on the beach and start walking. You'd walk 8 miles without even realizing it. But they'd have, and these lights would be swaying lights. And it would almost like they were swaying back and forth because they were like the old kerosene lamps that people would, carry down there. So I saw a few of those at night. I ran down there one time to look, and then the lights were gone, so I didn't. There was no reflection off of anything. So
I've had 3 or 4 sleep paralysis incidents with staticky ghosts in the corner coming closer and closer as I couldn't move. Eventually, right over me with their faces in my face. Library, that's freaky. I remember I used to have sleep paralysis a decent amount. I remember I had one sleep paralysis with like a naked figure standing in the corner, just like moving and like shaking, and I was just like for like a long time, and that was freaky. And then I had another one where it was kind of like when remember when I had that Darth Plagueis, my fish.
Yeah.
we pretty much had this fish on like the top of my shelf, and there's like this light, and yeah, Ozzy, I'm gonna tell them. You cool if I tell them about what happened with the two spooky things I saw in your place in the basement? With you cool if I talk about that? But I remember I was sitting there, and I had this like little desk next to me, and it was right next to the bed. And I'm sleeping. I wake up, can't move. There's that immediate dread that hits you where you're like, fuck, you're freaking out a little bit. See, it's so weird that sleep paralysis always comes with free bonus ghost figure. It's true. It's like, come on now. But I remember I was sitting there, and the fish tank had this like little light, and it was such a nice ambient light to have on all the time, especially while trying to sleep, since I have to have something on. But I was sitting there, and can't move, and out of the corner of my eye, on this desk next to my bed, is this dark figure, like crouched down, arms around their knees, looking at me, just like.
What the
And
hell?
I remember just sitting there, I was like, what the fuck? And you're trying to scream and nothing happens. And it went like that it felt like honestly hours.
Where was this at?
This is at
Cirrus?
Sirius. And I was freaking the fuck out, dude. I was like, I don't know. That was freaking. Then I wake up and it's like, you take a shit and you go to school. It's like, okay, well that happened. But yeah, so Ozzy's house in his basement. There's probably Zolly in the corner. I think this is no, it wasn't before he was. It's around the time he was very little, but that is the kind of shit he would be doing though. Yo, it's the PD. What's that? Yeah. Freaky as fuck. Yeah, now Ozzy's basement, we would always end up so the breeze could come in, having like the basement door that leads out to the sleep paralysis demon. Yeah. Sleep paralysis demons. We're tight now. We've worked things out, so he doesn't bother me anymore. But yeah, that's put the past behind him. He's not about that life. But I was sitting there in the basement, Ozzy's place, laying down, and Ozzy like fucking was out, and it was just me, and I was just sitting there. I could not sleep, and I'm laying on my back on this couch, and to my left, I just see something like scamper off, and I was just sitting there like, what the fuck? And that freaked me out. I was like, dude, I just fucking saw. Like, I was like, I don't even know what I did afterwards. I think I just dealt with them, went to bed. But I legit was freaking out. I was like, what the hell? And I got up and there's nothing there, and I was just like, great, okay, that's awesome. Then there's another time in Ozzy's parents' basement. There's like there's like foam panels for ceilings, kind of like in schools and shit, and some office buildings, where you can kind of like tiles where you can kind of pick them up and you see the wiring and stuff. I was sitting there. Another thing where I'm laying on my back, I'm just kind of like chilling on my phone. My phone was a Pixel at the time. The charger was all fucked up, so that was plugged in for a bit. So I just was sitting there in the dark, like, and I like looked up and I saw one of the panels lift. Like something was up there, and I was like, but I was trying to do that thing where it's like, if something does notice me, I'm not trying to be letting known that they're seen. So I'm just in there like,
that is weird.
And then it like closed itself and nothing else, and I was just like freaking out a little bit. That was weird as fuck. So yeah, anyways, that's what
you guys weren't doing PCP or anything like that, were you?
No, that was before the PCP, gallon of PCP incident. So but yeah.
There's so much weird. There's so much weird shit that we don't know. Okay, so as most of you guys know, my younger sister passed away 7 years ago from cancer. And like a month after her funeral and everything, I was kind of dozing off. I was taking a nap, and I had a dream. Okay, and Anne, my sister, was there. We were on a pirate ship, which looked like the captain's quarters. There's all these books. She was wearing a yellow sweater. So, and I was like, she's like, everything's okay, man. I got all these books, bro. I got all these books. And I'm like, okay. And I woke up and I felt comforted, you know?
Mhm.
I was like, oh, that's weird. So then, like, what? 3 or 4 years later, I am watching the Banshees of Inisherin or whatever, Michael or a McDonough movie with who's all in that?
Or McDonough,
Who's
Colin
in that
Farrell.
movie? Colin Farrell. And Colin Farrell's character lives with his sister. And she's like, I can't take this shit anymore. I'm leaving. But you need to take care of the books. And I was like, oh, that's sad. And then she gets on this boat and she's wearing a yellow coat. And she left. And I was just like, to me, that was so odd how close to that. You know what I mean?
I remember showing you that scene, and you're just like, I was like, isn't this crazy? And you're just like freaked out. You're like, fuck.
Yeah, man, that was so nuts. I've had 2 dreams with people that have passed. That is the only dream I've had of my sister, though. It's so weird. And but I've had a few friends pass away recently that I've had. Bob.
I remember I told you about the Bob one, right?
No.
I had a dream with. I think I told you a long time ago about it, or like whenever it did happen. I had a dream with. If you're okay with me telling it.
Oh, I don't care.
I had a dream where, it was there because this is like you. It was him, as I had seen him on like, before he passed.
Like TV and stuff.
And but it was you like early 2000s. And I remember I was sitting there and it was this crowded mall, and it was almost like it looked like kind of the mall in Body Double with the elevator and stuff. Crowded mall, the people were sitting there eating, doing their thing. And I remember I was like walking around and you guys came up to me like from a distance wearing like these like almost like the Dumb and Dumber suits. But it was a different color, and you guys were doing like tricks or something, like doing something. You guys were just walking around, and he came up to me, and you guys were like, "Oh, blah blah blah." We're chatting, and this is freaky. I'm getting chills thinking about it. You left to go grab something, and we're all sitting down, and it was just me and him, and he just like, instead of being like, "Oh, this is a dream," or like, you know, "Oh, this is what's happening," and blah blah blah. He looked at me. He's like, "So I know you're dreaming." And he's like, "What's going on? Like what?" He's like you just started talking to me like you would, like as a real person, not as like somebody in the dream. And it was freaky. It was weird.
He was probably harassing you. Bob was kind of a dick.
I remember like waking up and I was just like, do I tell? I was like, I told you like months after it happened because I just didn't want it to.
Yeah.
I hate doing that shit, but that was freaky. That was a really weird dream because I don't remember talking to the guy. So
see, yeah, there's a lot of, speaking of Bob, and he's an old theater buddy of mine and went to LA, and he did quite a bit of stuff. He was on Criminal Minds and NCIS and all that shit. But so there's a lot of myth stories behind superstitions behind theater. And the biggest one, and this is true, is if you're doing a show, you should never mention Macbeth. And you just went to Macbeth last weekend, right? Minot State.
Yep.
The theater there, the Elshire Theater in Hartnett Hall, is one of the most haunted fucking places I have ever been in my life. You never could stand, like, I'd go up there doing lines, at 1 or 2 in the morning, because you basically live at, when you're in college, we just lived there. And you'd hear people running on the catwalks. During performances, you'd hear it. During performances, people walking up there, you'd see the lights would tilt, like someone was tilting the lights. Lights would go out, the electricity would go out. But you should never say Macbeth unless you're doing Macbeth, because of just bad superstition with the show. Like the old Globe burned down when they were premiering Macbeth. And that is just kind of a creepy show in general, Just really kind of a...
I had a friend who passed and he visited my dream and he said, I know this is a dream, but it's damn good to see it. That's beautiful and heartbreaking and sweet. Like when that happens. Let's see.
You're right. Sorry.
That's true. Yeah, when you said that one. But
I wasn't.
Yeah, no, that area is so creepy at night.
Yeah,
even
man.
Up at the amphitheater.
Oh, amphitheaters got a shit ton of
I remember
people up there.
I forgot my script up there one time, and it was completely dark. So they shut off all the lights and everything was closed and everyone's heading out. I was like, fuck, I gotta go get it. And that was probably, and this is before I even had a phone. So I'm just running into this darkness, and I saw shit just moving, or when you're rehearsing, you just see shadows and shadow people and stuff. But there was one time when I was doing assistant directing stuff at a high school for a play, and I was closing up. The main director had to head out for something, and I was closing up. I was like, I'll stay behind, I'll close. And this auditorium where they have the theater department and their shows, in the basement there was a JRTC room. And so at the night I had to make sure none of that stuff was touched. It's spooky as fuck. But I kind of had to just make sure everything was closed. And what makes it a little freaky is one of the rooms that's for the ROTC people is there's just a glass window, and it's just darkness, and there's dojo dummies and stuff. So that's a little freaky to see at night. But I'm sitting there and closing up, and I was like, fuck, I forgot my notes or something. I was like, I gotta go back in and go find that. And I'm looking around, and okay, it's not in the main auditorium. I was trying to avoid going into that fucking basement area because all those old props, and it's just fucking dark and freaky. And even with the all the lights that are in there, if you flick them on, there's nothing. So you're like, fuck. Okay. So I was walking around trying to find it. Found it tucked away in the prop corner. And I was walking back, and I swear to God, right where this door is, I'm walking right where this door, I see something whiz past, and I was just like, fuck, is there a kid down here that I just not notice? So I'm like, shit, okay. So I walking around hey, if anyone's there, just hey, please look, you can't, we got to be out of here. And nobody said a thing. All the doors were closed, and there's no way without the key to get through them. And so I'm just sitting there fuck. It was super freaky, man. And anyways, I closed up, and I shut off all the lights and everything. But legit every time I shut off all the lights, and I have to walk up these long stretch of stairs to that door where I can lock up and be done with it, I legit would fucking run.
Is that at Central?
At Central. I would legit sprint. And you would think I was fucking Barry Allen or something, the way I was fucking running. I was I need to get out of here. But yeah, anyways, that's my little spooks. Let's see. Now I have the dojo dummies.
I'm trying to find something here.
Oh, also,
dojo dummy.
What Quentin was talking about, the Tesla So on Tesla screens, they have with their because they use like GPS satellites to tell you where like there's people walking or objects. There's been cases of people in cemeteries, and they pick up people walking in cemeteries. I can share a video if that's okay.
Oh, do you have a video? Because I was looking for one here. Okay, you got one?
Yep, I just have to.
Okay.
Sure, that's real.
Oh yeah, Tasia, she works at nursing home, so yeah, that's got some spooky stuff. Okay, here we go.
I got here.
Oh, did you see that?
It's next door. Oh, man.
So they're in a cemetery.
It's like or something. Who has it? What the is that? Oh, no. No. There's so oh my god.
What the hell, dude?
There are so many people showing up on the screen. I swear to God.
They're annoying. Why were they even...
Yeah, it's like, come on, man. What you doing? What you doing? But yeah, no, that's freaky as fuck. There's a bunch of stories like that. Yeah, that's freaky. That's freaky.
Hey, let me find
Well, there's like even like there's been times where you're in a dark room, and you're sitting there and you're using like a Snapchat filter. Like I'll do a demonstration here. This is my favorite Snapchat filter to use.
Wait. Where are you at? Ah!
It's one of my faves. But then add in like blue eyes to it. But anyways, like there'd be times where like it picks up on a random like nothing. And it's pretty freaky. It's like scary. You're like, what the fuck? What's behind me? But yeah, let's see here. A lot of times when I sit in my office on Saturdays and I'm alone, I hear noises down the hall. That's large spaces are the most terrifying thing to me. Large, like empty, fucking, almost feels vacant, especially in like dark or in the mornings. Terrifying. Fuck that business. And then let's see here. That's one of those Tesla Halloween extras you can unlock. It might be, but it's still pretty freaky. I saw like some people saying that there wasn't a thing, but also Elon Musk is crazy like that. So
What?
And then let's see, library. When I was a kid at sleepovers, we used to sit to close down. Oh, I can't fucking read. When I was a kid at sleepovers, we used to sit close to each other in the dark and watch each other's face mutate in the darkness.
Wait.
That was always fun and freaky. I used to do the same thing. There'd be a couple times, because like you'd sit there and like we have built-in night vision in our eyes, and so like sit in there and you let your eyes adjust to the dark, and I would legit just stare into like the darkest part of the room until I saw something. Sometimes that makes you go fucking crazy, but yeah, I don't know, like stuff like that at sleepovers. I don't know what the hell we did to like torture ourselves, freak us out so bad. But like we were all menaces, so Let's see here. I'm trying to put this on for Crazy Joe because I know his videos typically lag like crazy.
Okay, sorry.
Um,
Let's do this.
I got
All
I got the video pulled up on my end because I know there's a little. Mine has the typically doesn't glitch out as bad.
Do you have the? Oh, so should I get rid of this one?
Mm-hmm. And I'll just share mine.
Wait. Okay. All right, here we go. Let's watch some vids, folks.
Albino alligators, killer clowns, and brain-eating zombies all agree the best place to ambush humans is the sewer.
Like Screamer is filming in this tunnel. I'm gonna go check it out.
Okay, right off the bat, these guys are dorks.
Yeah. It looks like the iDove's sewer pickle video. I don't like the way the camera's angled.
So beyond a doubt, the YouTuber who went in to investigate reports of screaming inside one is one of two things, either incredibly brave or incredibly crazy. But what? Did you hear that? Was that a roar? A rattle?
What the heck?
What the heck?
Hello?
Oh, come on.
Ozzy, that's your ass, bro. They somehow got you on vid. They caught you in the sewers, bro.
AI Beano.
What the was that?
Whatever
It was your
made those
buddy in
horrible
makeup,
screams
bro.
couldn't have been human. Perhaps our brave adventurer will think twice before going into a sewer again.
What the
I
fuck?
love it.
Yeah. Top 19.
Let's see
This
this. I
kid
just
was
love
having
watching
a good
this.
time recording the collection of toys when one of the dolls in the pile stood out, so to speak.
Hola chicos, hoy vamos a jugar al pato, pato ganso. ¿Ok? Empezamos. Salta alguien. Pato. Pinche muñeca. ¿Cuál?
What? What?
Gustavo?
What?
Volteó a ver la cámara.
Did they censor the word head?
Tenía
You could chalk it up to being a trick of the angle, or maybe the camera shifting and warping the face. But let's take a closer look. There are two moments that makes this way harder to ignore, because those eyes, they didn't just jolt. They moved, smooth, steady, like they were locking onto ours. And for a second, it felt like she was looking right through the screen. And that
You
smile,
will go
she
make a
didn't have it
pizza.
before. Sure, there are plenty of Jessie dolls out there with a grin, but this one, her face was blank until the eyes shifted.
Okay,
And
what I
here's the
heard.
creepiest part. Those eyes weren't rolling around in the plastic sockets. According to the poster, they're painted on. Creepy, right?
Are we going to get a copyright strike for this?
I don't think
Security
so.
cameras
I
are
hope
now
not.
a part of life. Sometimes these cameras capture events with no real explanation. In Muslim
No real
countries, these
explanation.
events are said to be caused by a jinn. One of these events was
jinn?
captured on camera recently, leaving
Dude, these
everyone
are
who witnessed
actually
it
goated.
absolutely terrified. Take a look.
What the?
How creepy. Out of nowhere,
How
the bed
creepy.
moves on its own. And of course,
Okay,
these
I'm gonna-
guys won't
I'm
stick
gonna keep
around
it
to
rolling,
find
but I
out
gotta-
what
I gotta
caused
go
it
use
to
the bathroom real
move.
quick.
Would
Okay.
you? How do you think you'd react if you caught this with your own eyes? Let us know.
I don't know. Be weird.
A woman named Kitty was spending her late morning washing up some dishes.
Kitty,
But as she
kitty.
stood completing her chores, she didn't realize that her day was about to take a sinister turn. Check out what she
Whoa.
caught on her home security camera.
Is it going to be the water bottle? Whoa! Dude, that was a legit reaction.
How could that have happened? Her
a
reaction
legit
seems pretty
reaction.
genuine as well. She just abandons her half-completed washing up. The shock is real. There's no way that the cupboard door could have opened that fast and had something shoot out of it without some kind of tampering.
Nice.
But there is no one in or near the kitchen with her to do anything like that. It's a chilling reminder of how quickly a normal moment can become a nightmare. 1 second, you're standing in your own kitchen, doing something as simple as washing the dishes. The next, the room you feel safest in declares that you are no longer welcome. It proves that ghosts don't always wait for the lights to go out. Sometimes, they're just standing right behind you, waiting for you to turn your back.
All right, give me a show of hands who's actually watching Tucker's room. There. Ooh, I just saw another light.
Do you
Oh,
or
is
any
that
of
the
your children
bathroom?
like owning dolls? Little girls can spend hours
Almost
with
looks
their
like there's
dolls,
somebody in
dressing
that
them or having tea parties with them.
entryway back there, doesn't it? At Tucker's place. Doesn't it? Screw dolls, man. This is horrible. What did I miss? What is? I want to see that again.
Did you see that? That doll must be uncomfortable because it's moving its arm to shift its
Oh,
position.
yeah.
Would you keep such a doll in your collection?
Dude, not my cat looking out
Sally
into the
Tao
darkness
always
now.
wondered why no one was staying put in one of her properties.
Oh, totally
She had
library.
only known people to
Haunted.
arrive, not pay, damage items, and then run out on the contract. So, late on the night of June the 8th, 2025, she decided to take a look for herself.
What happened to the real Tucker?
But she could never have guessed what was waiting
up?
for her inside.
I'm the
Esta
real
casa
me.
se
I've
ha
always been
limpiado
real.
muchísimas veces.
Okay, what is this? Just wait.
Esta casa se ha limpiado muchísimas veces porque
It's been
rompe el
replaced.
contrato a la gente. Ay, no mames.
Ah,
Guys, I'll show you this picture to prove it.
Ya
I'm
esta
real.
noche
This is me.
estoy sola. Me dio cosas a la pinche puerta. Y dice los señores que rentan aquí que miran demasiadas.
okay, yeah, we get it. Well, show us another spookiness. Show us some spooky dudes.
What?
Hey, ¿andan acá?
Hey,
Sorry.
mommy is spitting me? What?
What does that mean?
What does that mean? Yeah.
Dude.
Tengo que ir a apagar las luces de allá porque se está poniendo ya. Ay, no.
No.
Creo que voy a regresar mañana mejor. Ya me voy a la chica. Esa pinche luz, la de acá la tengo que apagar.
Did you see that? If not, don't worry. It's pretty
I
hard
would
to
go
spot.
buy a mask.
But in the dark
Yeah,
doorway
Tucker.
as she turns the corner, if you ramp up the brightness and lower the contrast all the way,
Ah!
you can see this. It could be perceived as a small girl, with one part of the shadow looking like hair scraped back into a pigtail. But there's also always the chance that this is something completely innocuous and we're looking too deeply into it. I mean,
Maybe.
how many times have you mistaken a pile of clothing or a hung-up coat for a person in the darkness? But the
Never.
whole rest of the house was spotless. Why would there be a pile of clothes left behind and not cleared up? Is it all in our minds, or is there really something terrifying possessing the tenants and driving them to insanity?
Sometimes the strangest things occur in the places we least expect. like those we frequently use, and this video proves that theory. Don't turn the video off. You've got to see this.
4.
Oh, weird. That's some X-Files shit right there.
Some sex files.
X-Files.
The video itself starts off fairly boring, showing off an office which clearly has been in use recently. Then, boom. A mysterious darkish orb-like figure materializes into existence from near the table and hovers over it, its figure fading as it moves.
Boom.
It seems to scan the office for something, although ultimately leaving with no traces behind. What in the world did we just experience? An actual evil spirit in all its glory. And how exactly do we go back to believing we are safe in this world after that? You tell us in the comments.
This clip was uploaded with almost zero context. The only thing he said was that he lives in a real haunted house. He always felt like something was off, like something was watching him behind every corner, but he never quite knew what it could be. That was until one night, when the kids were in bed and he was alone downstairs, and all hell broke loose.
What the hell is he watching?
That's one paranormal beatdown.
That was weird.
Everything just happens all at once and then keeps going.
Paranormal beatdown.
Now, unless this guy is a master of stunts, editing, and special effects, how the hell could he have pulled this off by himself? The house is small, with nowhere really to hide. So what could have happened here? I guess we'll never know.
Although the building has now been torn down, this footage of the Denver State Hospital basement walkthrough shows scenery one can't quite get out of one's head once they've seen it.
Dude, if it's a taint, I'm done.
Dude, the ghost tank? What if it's awesome though?
What?
What's up?
At this interval, if you look into the dark hallway, headed down which the camera passes by, you can clearly make out the figure of a shadow headed down the same hallway and disappearing into the darkness. It lasts only a few seconds, but leaves your mind racing. Seeing how the owner is completely oblivious to this, it's safe to say they just caught the ghost on camera, but didn't see it in person. What exactly was it heading out to do? You tell us what you think in the comments.
I don't want to. Too weird.
Silly young girls, 80s rock music, and a Ouija board. What could go wrong? From the voices of these girls, they sound very young, probably just teens, or perhaps just very immature. What is evidence is that no one really believes Leah. When the two other girls take off their hands, Leah is surprised when the pointer moves by itself. Of course, her friends don't believe her and think she's trying to pull a fast one.
You guys aren't even believing Annie.
I believe in fairies.
I do. This is ridiculous. I'm so done.
Yeah, my arm
just-
hurts.
Guys.
There's no point. Nothing's gonna happen.
Guys,
It's all
put your
bunch of
fingers
fake
back.
stuff. You did
You're
that.
joking. You told me.
No,
Push
you
back.
did that. It was totally you. I'm not doing it.
The second time it moves, it's a lot harder to dismiss.
Yeah.
How did
Everyone
Leah
hates
do
Leah.
that? But wait, things are about to get really weird.
You swear that wasn't you?
You swear, like
I swear that wasn't me.
On what though? What are you swearing on? Because I seriously believe that was you.
Jordan and Billy's relationship.
Yeah, you're gonna break up.
Thanks.
You're welcome. She did it.
Yeah, I know she did.
How could I have done that?
You pushed it.
With what?
Your fingers.
Watch the video. It
Have you
just left my hand?
have you ever used an Ouija board before?
Yeah, I used to have one.
Was it like Parker Brothers typical, or is
No,
it
it was a real fucking made out of oak.
one of those guys?
Yeah.
Do you believe in the Ouija board?
I didn't have anything weird happen, but like Art Bell had a pretty horrific experience using one. A few other people I know did, but I didn't
Isn't it
have.
a thing where he'd never told the story?
He hasn't. Yeah, I don't think he did.
He said it was so freaky that he's like, I'll never speak that out into the world, put that out into the world. That's freaky though. I've used these a couple times. In the moment you're just kind of like, okay, but as long as you like respect you close it off properly, if you know.
But you've never had any bad incident.
I've felt weird for like a week after before, like
Probably just in your head.
but it's probably mainly in my head, yeah.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, anyway, sorry.
Anybody out there in the chat? Mac, did you ever have a problem with the
There,
Ouija board?
it moves again. This
Everyone
time,
in the chat,
no fingers.
You
And
can be
even though
honest.
it's
Do you
very
believe in
clearly a
ghosts or anything
supernatural event,
paranormal?
the girls
Any
seem
spooky
unconvinced,
specters?
except for Leah. She knows better.
Just Google
Well, ask
Chinese
something.
Ouija board.
You asked me.
That's crazy how many
I'm
choices.
not
there are.
freaking asking shit.
Oh, that is
What's your
crazy.
name?
Sensible people would want to close the session and be done with contacting the dead, but these girls are not sensible people. One of the
No.
girls, Jessica, is really suspicious, thinking there is a trick magnet or some other fakery. But she's about to find out how wrong she is.
Bob Marley. Ah.
No, Leah.
Oh my
I
god.
told you, Jay. I told you it wasn't me.
Oh.
Joe.
H?
H? Is that an H?
I guess so. Oh my god.
This is
Guys, I told you. it
no.
wasn't
This is
me.
so unreal. What is that? M?
John?
They never really say who John Rockwell might be, but I doubt very much if it's the spirit now moving the pointer to his heart's desire.
Yeah, I love this.
How these girls are not absolutely terrified
Okay.
defies all
Like,
logic.
the watermark he
I'm
puts on
all
his
the way
videos, the
back
sleep is
here.
canceled,
How am I
but
supposed
AI
to
generated
die?
eyes.
Ah.
The spirit seems upset that Jessica believes Leah is using a magnet. Jessica's skepticism might not be the best way to go.
Or
That is
ask
weird, though.
How old it is?
There was one time when I was using one, and I kind of was like, you know, you don't put any pressure on
Ew,
it,
just
really.
seeing it move is.
And I was kinda
creepy
like-
and gross.
It's going like
3.
I'm just gonna like not touch it.
636.
And
360 what?
I sat there and like it just kind
No,
of started
you're
moving
correct.
on its own. It's super weird. I don't know.
Ah.
It's freaky.
Okay, well, so you're 36.
I know that's like a bad thing to do, but
Jesus Christ. How am I supposed to be doing that so fast?
36 years old, and Jessica still thinks Leah is up to something, cracking jokes. But this is certainly no laughing matter.
That was a bad question.
Why would you ask the dead person how they died?
What if they don't remember? What if they don't even know they're dead? Like,
I used tarot cards and stuff like that. But the only session
I'm
I've
so
seen that
confused.
didn't really have anything happen. Yeah,
Yeah.
was
I've
that
never
gun?
really had
gut?
Maybe.
I thought it
Were you
stopped
killed
them,
by
like,
a gun?
any
You were
luck with that kind
shot?
of shit.
Holy crap. Okay, no, this is
This is
ridiculous.
I-
In this house?
in this house, Skinamarink.
This question.
Has anyone in the chat
Um,
watched Skinamarink?
And
Why
it was
did-
killed in broad daylight. What an idiot.
A what?
There should be a
Skinamarink?
book of rules to talk to ghosts. Asking a ghost how he died.
Dowsing
seems a
rods?
little
Yeah, those
cruel.
are crazy,
He
dude.
is polite. He is helpful. He answers questions. But why keep going? Is there some morbid
Sounding
jib,
rods?
or some pernicious habit of young girls to
Dowsing
tempt
rods.
destiny? Calling the
Oh, I thought you said sounding rods.
No,
spirits
Ryu
an
put
idiot
down
might
douse.
also not be the most sensible
dowsing
thing
rod.
Jessica can do. But we've already established that these girls are not at all sensible people. Living or dead, John must be a saint for putting up with the annoying antics of
Oh my
these
god,
girls.
bro, this is fucking
Poor
roasting.
guy. Being conjured up by these girls must be worse than death.
Well, this
God
is fake. You
damn.
like programmed it in. It's like a
Seriously, like, you
mechanical
can't get
board.
mad at
Or
Tell it to say something then.
You
say.
stupid fucking young
Boo.
girl. Sorry.
Typical ghost.
Tormented
Holy crap.
spirit.
Way to go.
Okay, well, it's not moving now, so obviously it can't say something stupid like.
Have a go.
B.
Told you that. B-O.
Bo is not boo. I don't believe it's gonna say it.
Do it twice. Boo. Okay, it's totally you then.
You've got someone else.
That is
Stand at
weird.
the other side of the room.
I mean,
It's Jessica's utter disbelief in what is happening, thinking still that Leah is somehow tricking them all with a fake Ouija. But wait for it. She's going to regret everything very soon, and it won't be pretty.
What the hell was that?
Woo. I'm a ghosty.
No, but
I'm
seriously, what was that
terrified.
sound?
It's scary. Woo.
You guys.
Guys, I'm shaking. Look at me. It can't do anything. It can't hurt us. It's
Yeah, I
basic.
doubt it could
It's not
actually
gonna get
hurt
mad.
us. Like, there's no way that it could legitimately hurt us. It can't. Like, honestly.
It can't. Guys.
Ah!
Jess, are you okay? I hurt my foot. Jessica!
What are you
Yes.
guys doing?
Jess! Jessica! Jess! Jessica!
Oh my god, Jess, are you breathing?
Jessica! Just let only hit you in the face!
And this is the reason. One of the rules of playing with the Ouija is not to goad, taunt, or provoke the spirits.
That's
and
right.
certainly to refrain from asking about death. Avoid questions regarding death, such as inquiring about the time or circumstances of one's demise. We don't really know what happened to Jessica afterwards. But one thing's for sure.
it did get kind of bad.
These silly girls will never mess with the Ouija board again. And
Those
neither
silly girls.
should you. This brave soul comes face to face with a wild creature that sends chills down the spine.
What? What the hell? I would
Dude.
just kick in the face.
It's
That's
late
what
at
it's like
night when
hanging
this
out with
video
Ozzy.
shows the fateful
Yeah,
encounter
just I
between a
would
man
just start
and
kicking
what
and
seems
like,
like a
dude,
Wendigo or some deformed
you're getting
creature
kicked in the
as
face,
it crawls out
weirdo.
the window and chases after the man,
I
screeching
always like
in an
the
inhumane pitch.
exaggeration for
What
all
have
these
we
too.
got here on camera?
Yeah.
And
Because
what
like there would
you
be like
do
a little
in this
like goblin or
situation?
something running, and it's like this fucking decrepit creature with long nails is gonna kill you and your family.
Pongo the dog was
Hey, bro, come
always
on,
a
it's
bit
not that
lively,
deep.
hence the name. He always played with his older brother, but when his brother died, he started acting very strangely around the area his ashes were placed in.
A neighborhood crackhead. I agree, Mac.
It's true.
Oh,
But
Aw.
growling is what seals it here. He's seen something that is either unsettling or angering him. But what could it be? There's nothing there. After they recorded that video, they moved their older dog's ashes into a cupboard, but Pongo wasn't having any of it.
Dude, Pongo.
well, it's still gonna smell the ashes.
What's over there? There's literally no one there.
Literally.
go look. Come on. Go. Are you kidding?
No, Pongo ain't having it with nobody.
That's right.
Maybe he's barking so much because he smells the ashes and expects to be able to see his older brother.
Yeah.
But why is he acting as though there's something else there?
He's not.
It's almost like he can sense his old playmate in some way. Creepy?
He's probably just following
or
this
cute?
fool.
You decide.
Sounds like.
If humans can become ghosts,
Whoa.
why can't animals? The appearance of ghostly animal figures has been recorded since
What's up?
human history began to be written down.
Pongo goes west. Ah.
Pongo goes
There.
south.
Did you see it? Either cats can walk through walls, or that grey cat simply materialized out of nowhere. Is it a spirit cat? You decide.
I will decide. And it's not.
The scary footage you're about to watch was captured inside a house in Wakayama, Japan. One that survived war, loss, and decades of silence. Inside these old walls, something else seems to be holding on. Investigators Shiro and Kaio believe the house's tragic history might explain the strange activities that's been reported there for years. But what they captured on camera that night was far more disturbing than anything they expected. Here's how it started.
ちょっと今日外貨は NG なんで一旦ここからやっていきたいと思います。失礼します。なんか線香のような匂いがしますね。ガムテープで貼られてるはずこれ。え？ちょっと待って。めちゃくちゃ今上で足音。タタタタ。
Upon entry, he hears those fabled footsteps from upstairs. He finds creepy dolls, slippers set out for him, and a calendar set to 2019. After picking up nothing but the shakes from that creepy clown doll, he heard something that made his blood run cold.
ハクビシンとかいる可能性もあるんで。で、ここスリッパを用意してくださってるんで、ちょっとスリッパで。よいしょ、失礼します。2019年。めっちゃ顔認証してる、ここ。ただ、すごく広いですね、これ。どっから回っていけばいいんだろう。厄除け？開運。待って。めっちゃ。
Did you hear that? A woman's voice, quiet but close. The house was supposed to be empty. Kaio was the only other person there. So where did it come from? Shiro felt the energy shift fast. That's when he found the photo album.
That's when he found the photo album.
家主の方、先ほどお会いしたんですけど、どっからだった？そっち側から聞こえるな。
Scary clown. I actually really fucked with this layout of like this channel.
このお家のこれなんだ。これここのお家っぽい。モザイクか。すげえなんか喋り声。
Anybody in the chat, if you can hear me, I'm gonna pause it. They're not real, but has anyone in the chat watched any Life of Luxury videos? They used to be a prank channel called Luxury Pranks, and then they kind of rebranded as like horror short form content. It's kind of like this. They're like typically 20, 30 minutes long now, but it starts off with like a subscriber told us to come visit their mom that's like ill, but is acting strange. And who's that? Yeah, so Life of yeah, as I was saying, Life of Luxury, they do like terrifying, scary like demon videos. They're kind of sick, honestly. They're kind of awesome. I definitely think people should go watch them, or maybe I can find another one that we can watch next week or something that I can put on. But those are pretty awesome. They're a lot of fun. They're really bad though, but awesome. So
ここのうちかなこれ全部。すごい。
Is this the one that the Japanese one?
This one's pretty cool. I like the way they do
He
the
notices
layout.
that there are
Yeah.
lots of different people's pictures throughout the whole book. Caillou told him the house had ties to the Pacific War. Now standing in front of the photo album packed with unfamiliar faces, Shiro had one thought. Were these the people who vanished back then? The moment that hit, the temperature dropped. As he moved deeper into the house, it hit again. They
It's all
weren't
energy,
alone.
man.
全体的にすごく
The mask though is pretty good.
ですけど。うお。え
What?
ちょっと待って。全く無風ですけど今。
See the stuff that happens over there in
いや、
the Orient?
ほら風
I totally believe that most of the shit.
入るような場所ないですから。
A lot of it. Americans, we're just bored. We got to make weird shit up.
うお。ちょっと。え
And not gonna lie, a lot of the shit that actually genuinely freaks me out when it comes to spirits and ghosts come from like Japan, a lot of like Asian countries. Like whether it be folklore or
The door closing by itself was creepy enough. But what the hell was looking through the window? Did you see
Yeah,
it?
that was weird. Oh yeah, Mac. I watched that Beast of the Old World too.
Something was pressed against the glass, clear as day.
Almost looks like a
But when
face.
they ran in to check, nothing. Just a distant crash from upstairs.
kind of looks like
That
Ozzy.
was enough. If
It
they were
was
going
Ozzy.
to prove something was there,
Doesn't
they
he have a
needed
mask like
physical
that?
Evidence.
He does.
So they set a trap.
Uh-oh. We're gonna catch this piece of crap. Don't look into the trap. Don't look into the light.
そうですね。一人ずつにします。確かに。ちょっとトリフィールド一旦俺大丈夫ですか。はい。大丈夫ですか。
Ozzy, please. Ozzy, you're out of control right now. You need to relax. What does he do? Oh, I thought he's. What is?
What the fuck?
What the hell's going on?
What?
Is that a bug?
Son, this is
That's right. Ozzy, check out McAllister's Masks and More. He's got some great stuff, bro. Great stuff.
Dude, not gonna lie, that lentil sloppy Joe mixture got my tummy doing overtime.
Yeah, me too.
確かに。ちょっと
Got me gassy, got me farting up a storm. That's the scariest part about this night.
Just let it go, man.
Sure, battery-powered toys can switch on by themselves, but they usually don't, unless someone presses them. So who or what just did that? Looking for more proof, they set up a human sensor on one of the doors, assuming it'd sit there quietly.
That mask is weird, man.
Yeah, that's freaky.
かりついたぞ。今そっちにカメラ向けてなかったけど。
I agree, Ryu.
But then it triggered. Those sensors only go off when something moves, but neither of them were near it, and they weren't even facing that way when it triggered. Spooked, they scuttled back to the front of the house, only to find proof that someone or something had been standing there just moments before.
やばい。むっちゃ音、なんかさ、むっちゃ音鳴ってんですよ、あっち。あ、向こうの部屋か。もう行ってきたんですけど、音の出所がわからなくて。え？何なの？
Sound like he burped.
シロさんじゃないですよ。俺じゃない、全然俺じゃない。
He shit his pants a little bit.
He did. He pooed. What's that smell?
もう全く反応しなくて、もうあかんかなと思ってる時に急にビーって反応したんで。待って。今めっちゃ寒気走って、なんかいなかったですね、今ここに。でもなんか触られた感じしたんですけど。マジですか？これじゃないですか？この人形じゃないですか？あ、これか？じゃバリ寒気だった今。めっちゃ触られた感じした。これ？すいません。ちょっといきなり。シロさん、ここ手形あるじゃないですか。マジだ。何この手形？シロさん、触られたの間違ってた。いや、なんか触られた感じしたんですよ。なんか、ここになんか、いい感じで手形あるから嘘くさいですけど、俺知らなかったね、これ今。でもこれ手形の位置めっちゃ白さ。肩らへんの位置ちゃいます。これ。
You smell like you've done something in your pants.
The handprint sat right at shoulder height, like something tried to grab him. Sure, one of them could have left it, but they hadn't been near that part of the house in over 15 minutes, and it definitely wasn't there before. Whatever's in that place clearly isn't ready to let go.
This little kid seems to have caught the fancy of an unseen force, as it tries to either get close to her or seriously harm her. You tell us which it is.
What? No, she's just like, screw that.
He's like, fuck that shit.
Whoa. Yeah, I agree, man. AI is just gonna. It's already. That's what they want, man. They want us. Look at that
The video
shit.
starts off with a child playing with her doll, as one sits farther from her. If you keep your eyes on the doll away from her, you can notice that it soon starts to move its head, as though it's staring up at the little girl, who is
See, at first I
oblivious to the
thought it was
fact
like
that
a
something
dog or
else is
something
present.
laying down.
You'd think it was over, but the spirit has only begun and is more intent than before.
It has only begun.
The video shows the girl now drawing on the table, using a pencil and white paper. But soon, 2 extra sheets on the table which lay close by start to rumble as they approach the girl. This obviously shocked her and sends her darting out of a room and then follows in silence. As soon as she decides to return for her drawings, the paper gets even more frantic without being touched, and soon other equipment on the table start to rumble.
Ugh.
The girl darts off again, and it seems the table tries to follow her as it's pulled by nothing in sight towards her direction. Why was this spirit so obsessed with the little girl? Was it the ghost of a dead child looking for a playmate, who then got angry when the girl ran off? You tell us.
No.
One thing that the paranormal community can seem to all agree on is that dolls are a one-way ticket to a paranormal punch in the face, which is why Seeker of Ghosts set his sights on this woman's haunted apartment. After spending a few days sussing the place out, he revealed to his subscribers that the landlady had mentioned owning some creepy dolls. He sat her down to find out what he could about the collection. She initially purchased 8 porcelain dolls for her daughter from a kiosk, and she only uses them for decoration, also known as wall hangings from hell, but alas. There's one more doll, however, that's not a fancy porcelain one, but a strange plastic-looking baby doll which the landlady says she took from her mother's house. She also owns this monstrosity, a porcelain-faced cat doll. She'd owned them all for over 40 years, and while the occasional paranormal event wasn't unusual, things had only recently started to escalate. To try and figure out the source of the haunting, the paranormal investigator brings out a few specific dolls, the landlady's favourites, but ones that almost everybody thought were possessed. She then reveals that the paranormal activity only began happening after all of her tenants had left, which started sending warning signals shooting through the investigator's mind. Her refusal to consider throwing any of the possessed items away, or even to move any furniture around to search for portals, started seeming like she was hiding something. He calls it a day and leaves to prepare for the overnight investigation. But when he got back to the apartment later on, he began to regret ever choosing to return. At first it was small things like the odd noise, seeing something out the corner of his eye, or the tap suddenly starting. But that's child's play compared to what happened next.
Uh-oh.
Take a look.
What the hell?
The ghost touched his ass.
Yeah. Dude, it touched my butt. I swear to God, bro. I swear to God, bro. It
Swear to
touched
God,
my
bro.
butt.
Speaking of which, did you see they released a clip from? You heard about the stuff from Aaron from Ghost Adventures?
Yeah.
His ex-wife.
Yeah.
They released a clip
That
where
when Zach was like, we had to go.
yeah.
Why would he do that?
I don't know. I don't know, man. It's so weird because Aaron gets the call, and then they're sitting there like, wait, what the fart?
Yeah.
And Aaron's like the nicest guy out of that group too. So
We were on an episode of Ghost Adventures.
we
really were.
that shit was actually fun, but I had like a stomach infection, so I was like shitting my brains out.
And then I asked Zach Baggins, do you want us to move that car out of the way? And he was like, no.
He's a fucking poop. He's a poop head.
No, that was a lot of fun. That was pretty cool.
Patrick Gallo.
Patrick Gallo.
Did you want to keep watching this, or
Huh?
did you want to keep watching this, or find something else?
No, this was boring.
I'm trying to think here.
I think did you want to watch another one, or you want to call it for the night?
I don't know. The responsible thing is calling it a night.
Yeah.
I mean, next week we can do like a part 2.
Yeah, let's I think we should. I don't know if the chat. I mean, let's
Next
this is
week,
stuff.
next week we can go over some more scary stuff. Yeah, I think that sounds like a plan. We can go over more sweet stuff. I also will say I have quite the pile of comics and new items to show off. So next week,
Ooh, I do want to show this real quick.
Yep, that's right.
I found this. Halloween 2. Loomis and Laurie Strode.
Beautiful.
And look at that
pumpkin.
Look at that pumpkin. Halloween 2.
Beautiful.
Isn't that awesome? I was pretty pumped when I saw that. And I got a really, really, really good deal on it. Anyway, yeah. So I got that. That's my Halloween thing.
Also, yeah, I don't know what it is, but like halfway through the stream tonight, I got paranoid. Kept hearing stuff, so I'm like, then I realized it was these cat ears I was wearing with the fucking bells. I was like,
you need to calm down, dude.
That's right. I need to take some ashwagandha and eat some cold Papa Murphy's.
Ooh, good call. It is Halloween 2 greatness. It is.
Halloween 2 is such a solid flick.
I know. I'm really bummed out. I missed it last weekend. I'm glad you guys got to go though.
The only thing in that movie that genuinely is the Ben Tramer shit.
Oh yeah,
that shit makes me go like, even like, I don't know. It's like really evil, you know.
Some evil shit, dude.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, we'll be back next week at this time, and then they're such good movies, man. They're just the best. Ashwagandha Nights. There it is. But make sure you watch the live from YouTube. It's Halloween special we got coming up this Friday at 9 Central with the regular cast of characters. And then thank you, Library. And then, like I said, next Tuesday night again, we'll be doing this either at 9 or 10 and go from there. But But you guys have a great Halloween. Be safe. If you're going to take kiddies trick-or-treating, make sure you go get
razor blades and apples.
Make sure there's no Tylenol in any of the
no Tylenol or face masks.
Cool. Yeah, that's right. And if you're really worried about the Tylenol, just take the candy to the emergency room, and they'll take X-rays for you.
Cool.
Later, Quentin. And we're gonna, you know what? Next week, Quentin, he sent me. We got to figure out about this Tape Heads.
Okay.
We're gonna watch Tape Heads, and then we're gonna review it. So, it's a movie that was filmed down there. So,
yeah. Also, I'm thinking next week to kind of continue off ghost stories. If you guys have ghost stories, we could probably just have you on. Is that what we were kind of thinking about?
Yeah, I mean, if you guys, we're gonna start having guests on. I think, I mean, not for the whole show, but just kind of come on and we're gonna ask some questions. Stuff like that. Yeah, happy Halloween, Mac.
Happy Halloween.
Make sure to check out McAllister's Masks and More. I will eventually soon be purchasing something from him.
Mm-hmm.
That's there's a lot. He's got a lot of cool stuff. I really like the Ghost Rider with the flames.
The Ghost Rider is fucking really nice.
It's brilliant. I love it. Love it. Okay, this Friday, live from YouTube. It's Halloween. Spooky dudes. next Tuesday night. We'll do some tape heads and watch some more scary stuff.
Scary spooks and
scary spooky stuff. But hey, like I said, have a great one. Thanks everybody for
good night,
watching.
guys. Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween.